Hello. Hi, everyone. Am I coming through okay? Hope everyone's doing well. Rich needed help with a technical issue that hopefully she's sorted now. We're going to play some Merkator. I feel like things are in the wrong place because there's a microphone here and it's not meant to be here. But I can't remember where it's meant to be. I think it's because we're all zoomed in. Yeah, this is a game from Uwe Rosenberg from quite a while ago. About 15 years ago. 2010? And it's an amazing Uwe Rosenberg game. It doesn't get the love it deserves. The solo mode doesn't have quite all of the stuff that the full game does, but it's replicating a lot of it, and we can just play it alone, which is always a plus, isn't it? Hey James, hey Sean, Matt, Sean, how's it going? Yeah, this coincidentally, I meant to kind of know when it was coming and plan something, but as it is, uh, filled in the list for the last few months of all of the playthroughs and stuff, and it turns out this is number 1000, which is a lot of things. So hopefully we'll win number 1000. I had to move these down for the cards. I'd like everything to be nice and visible behind me, because I always set the game up and forget that I'm going to take up a load of the space on the screen. So in this game, we're merchants. We're mercators than that. We're going to be traveling around the world, obtaining goods, fulfilling contracts to get better contracts, selling contracts to buy bonus cards that will get us extra goods when we visit certain places, buildings which will give us points at the end of the game. Our points, you see on this scoring tile, our points come from the contracts that are in the 5 spaces of our office. Score the points of the value of the contract that they are. So 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment is the points that I have. Any other contracts I have at the end of the game are worth half of their points. Buildings are worth the points on them. Bonus cards and money have no value. There is no money in the solo game. You don't need it. And there's a thing in the multiplayer game that it seems is actually discouraged by Uwe Rosenberg now. It's a variant to get rid of it, but there's a timer you play with, and every time like a row goes away, you flip a time token and some things go off. That isn't in the solo game anyway, but apparently it's discouraged for the multiplayer game. Hey Michael, hey Thomas, how's it going? Thank you. Hey, you just got a copy, brilliant. I hope you enjoy it. Because yeah, I was having a play through. It was never like that easy to get. It was out of print 10 plus years ago whenever I got a copy. But yeah, it seems to be pricier now because it's one that it seems people didn't get on with, and I don't know if it'll ever get reprinted. Maybe it'll get remade as something. Although with the way that the things get remade, not as much of a fan of the tweaked different versions of like they're not like trying to be the original thing. The original still exists, but much prefer like Low Yang over Reichholdt. Massively prefer Glass Road over Black Forest. But hey, any more Mercator would be lovely. So we have 17 turns of this, so it's not going to be a massive thing. We need to go to the place at the top of the contract with the good that's in the middle of the contract. If we do that, we will get a contract of the next level up. So if I take a wine to Sweden, I will get the top level 3 contract. I keep the contract to Sweden though. I can keep fulfilling that on future turns, or at the start of the turn, which what happens now, we have the investment phase. If you've got 5 or fewer contracts, this is optional. If you've got 6 or more, you have to do something to get down to 5 or less. So normally you could sell your contracts for money. In the solo game, there is no money. You use the contracts to buy things, so there is no change. So you've got to make sure you know what you're getting into. And we could be... I kind of like the way that a few of these work together, though. Like Spain and Bohemia like they share a good in common. These 2 contracts both want me to go to Spain. So hopefully, like we could get a good thing going here. We actually have like another contract for Bohemia as well, because Bohemia is a nice place to go to, but it's a minor location. You'll never get any goods at a minor location. So it'd be good if we're going to go there to do a contract. It would be nice to have a few contracts of it. So I'm not going to do any selling of contracts to get bonuses just yet, I don't think. Although you could end up with, Sweden here. If you paid 4 to get this bonus, every time I actually visit Sweden on my turn, I'd get 2 vegetables. But we're not going to do that. I am going to get myself a wine. So here is our travel marker to show where we're going. I don't actually even need to get the wine. We do start the game off with a supply board here, which gives you a cube of each colour. Now, the cubes could be one of two things. See, on every location, it says 2 products. When you get the good, you put it into your storage and you decide which of the 2 it is at the time, which is important for your contracts and things. So, I want livestock and markets to go up. If I go to Sweden, that gets me copper and iron. I think what I'm going to do is start the game in Danzig. So I travel here. If there is a time marker here, you either need to earn or spend time. So Danzig, really close. I've probably got connections there. It was really easy to get hold of this good, so I get myself a time token. I take all of the goods that are here. So it's a yellow good. I have to decide now, do I want it as grain or saltpeter? Well, in Spain, I want to take a weapon there. So saltpeter is a weapon. I'll take it as that. Then all of the connected things through their mutual relations and stuff, all of the other countries make a cube of their type. You see all of the ropes connecting us up. It's good because when I go to Sweden, I'd like to pick up the copper and the iron to take to Bohemia eventually. Okay. Then we have fulfillment after the traveling. I can fulfill contracts. I don't have any for Danzig. Probably don't have what they want. So that's all I'm doing here. Oh, we need to also reveal one card from the solo deck. The solo deck has got all of the level 8, 9, and 10 contracts, along with the level 14 one, which is always Peace of Westphalia. So if you can complete a level 10 contract in the game normally, it will trigger the end of the game, and that's a 14-point card you've got. In the solo game, you can only do that at the end of the game, the very last round of the game. So you need to complete a 10 on the last round to get that 14-point card. I don't know that I've ever done it that way. So, that's the whole round. Normally in the multiplayer game, there is then an element of every other player can then follow you to Danzig. They have to pay an amount of time, based on the icon. It's 1 or 2 time they have to pay to the supply to follow you there. They don't gather any cubes, but they can use their bonus cards. You get fewer cubes for following, and they can fulfill contracts without having to go there themselves. So that's my whole first turn. Because I kind of wanted, I could have got the saltpeter off my supply card, but I would like these locations to get some more stuff on them as well for when I go over there. So I am then going to head over to Sweden. So I get a time for going to Sweden as well. Got 2 cubes. When you grab 2 cubes, they have to be 1 each. So iron and copper. If you get 1, you can decide what it is. 2 has to be 1 each. More than 2, it's up to you, but you have to take at least 1 of both. So we've gone to Sweden, and I can, right now in Sweden, I've got a wine. Well, at any time I can take stuff off my supply cube and put it in my storage. So I'm going to say, that's a wine. I give that to Sweden. And I grab myself the top Bohemia contract. I don't lose the Sweden contract, though. I can keep doing that again and again for the rest of the game. Probably sell it to get something eventually. And I've got this one here now, which it's saltpeter to Bohemia. So 2 contracts in one go we could get for delivering there at some point soon. So right now I've got the copper and the iron. I've got the saltpeter. I could get the musket off my supply token, even though there is 2 there now. Wait, you're thinking too far ahead. Fill the things up with cubes first. And yeah, I think that's all of them. We could just go straight there and complete these 2 things with what I've got right now. I was thinking first, oh, I'm going to go and get the greens, and then we'll go to Spain, and then we'll do Bohemia. But for completing the 3, I'll get... Yeah, if I complete a 3, I'll get a 4 to Bohemia, which is a coal and an iron. Could do 4 in one great big go. So the others that are coming up behind, I'm not as interested in. We need to reveal another solo card. This is turn 2, enter. So the top card of these stacks is going to keep changing in the solo game. Normally they're just all laid out in the multiplayer. So, hi Marty. Are you going to come on screen for everyone to see? Are you going to kick everything apart? Marty's he's just on the borderline. There you go. You can see it. You can see a little tail swish. Hi, Marty. He doesn't want to say hello. Right. So yeah, I've got the stuff to just go straight to Bohemia. And then next time I go in the future, we could maybe get a great big combo of Bohemia going. Maybe we just forget about Spain. I thought that was a nice little combo at the start. We could get rid of some contracts to try and get some points later on, like buy a building or something. The bonuses, Danzig and Newfoundland, it costs you 3 times to go to Newfoundland. So how often would I trigger that? Not really happy with that display. We can refresh the whole bonus display by buying a building. You know what? I'm going to give that a go. I'm gonna do a great big pivot. So let's just reveal a card anyway, so I don't forget. I'm going to jump to Bohemia, which again gains me a time. Now, minor locations don't have cubes on them. They do make other locations gain cubes, but it's based on how many cubes the location already has. So any location with 3 already on it gets another cube. So that's just going to be Hamburg and Russia at the moment. Hey, Mikhail, how's it going? So I didn't have to sell right now, but now we're in Bohemia, I'm going to fulfill these. So muskets off my card. Copper, iron, saltpeter. There's a couple used off the supply card, and I get 3 gives me a 4, 5 gives me a 6. Bye, Marty. 2 livestock to Newfoundland. Not so keen on that. Although it would be easy to get the stuff right now, and you've got time. Maybe it would be an okay thing to do. So, as it comes to the start of the next round, we have too many contracts and have to sell down. There's no nice kind of thing coming up with Spain. So I'm feeling like this is a nice combo at the moment. We're going to have to move on to better things eventually. It's like a 5 and 7 in Danzig. Maybe that's a good thing. Livestock to Newfoundland would be nice. It's a whole turn just to go there and do that, though. Are you going to deliver another wine to Sweden? Probably not. So I could potentially buy 9 money's worth of stuff here. And the Newfoundlands only cost 3. If you go in there, you could get a load of extra stuff. It's just not a great deal of it, is it? You could always just sell that Newfoundland, but it's how, like... It's probably a good way of getting up to, like, the 7s and trying to keep doing better things. Yes, this game is still out of print, and it seems hard to find. Having a look on eBay, it seems it's more available in the US right now. But yeah, it was hard to get, like 10 years ago. It wasn't as expensive 10 years ago, but yeah, I don't know that anyone's got enough interest in reprinting it, but they should, because it's great. Right, so with 9, I could overspend and buy one of these buildings. 5 points for having at least 7 weapons at the end of the game. 5 points for having at least 20 cubes. And it would refresh these to maybe get me more bonus things that I might actually want to get. Or we could buy, with Spain's contract, so that's out of the game. This is a big pivot, isn't it? I'm going to buy the Newfoundland bonus card. 2 iron when I go there. We don't need to see the bottom of the card. Just to, like, reveal a new one. Calf skin in Italy. Just to have them. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, sell the Spain and Sweden. They're 6. Have Italy and Newfoundland. Just because these cost 4. And I could get 3 bonus cards this way. Buildings we'll really want later. But I'm kind of okay with that, I think. Coal to Italy would be good. So, that's what we've ended up with. Travelling. So you want to go to Hamburg and pick all of them up. And we want to build Sweden back up as well. So in Hamburg, I want livestock, but I also want muskets for later. But we'll get muskets in Newfoundland. But you have to have at least one. So do them like that. I get 2 time for going to Hamburg. I've got loads. And then we get a cube in Danzig and Sweden and Dutch Republic. No bonuses for coming to Hamburg. And that's it for now. Oh, reveal a card. So new turn, I don't want to sell anything. We're going to Newfoundland. Reveal a card. 1, 2, 3 time to go there. Still got 2 to spend. I give them 2 livestock to get a level 7 contract. So into a Newfoundland one. 4 different foods. Don't know how good I'd be at that. So in Danzig, give them 2 citrus fruits and 2 ham. Could just sell that on. But also for going to Newfoundland, I get 2 iron and 2 muskets. Two iron, 2 muskets, and Newfoundland puts a cube everywhere. So work my way around. So there is like a benefit to go in there. So Russia's 2 types of food, maybe that's doable, because that's not going to change. Okay, new round. Citrus fruit you get from Spain, which you don't care about going to. You now care about going to Italy. You've got a bonus there, but you don't deliver anything there. So I don't really know why you bought that. Just because I had 3 money, I think. It was the only one that cost 3. So we'll want to go back to Danzig at some point to get them. What do we need for Bohemia right now? I could use the coal off me supply thing here. Iron we've got 2 of. We're missing a copper, but we could use the supply token. I've got muskets. And then I've got saltpeter. We could have another Bohemia trip. It would mean not too many things are going on spaces. But it's like no wasted trip. We wouldn't get that 7 contract. But we could maybe get another Danzig and maybe have a combo going for there. Or you start like a Russia combo going. You could sell the Danzig card. But the bonuses are for like Denmark, Italy. Ideally, we'd want a bonus card that wants us to go to Bohemia. Stevie came on board at 155. So long ago now. What playthrough was it? You've been there for like nearly 85% of the time then. 85% of the playthroughs. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Bohemia. So we could go there now if we want to exhaust the supply card just to get like another 3 contracts of stuff. Because there's no bonuses to be had for going there. I'm kind of okay with this Newfoundland card. In a way, if we went to Danzig first, it would beef up Sweden, so that would get an extra thing as well. Noria. Oh. Oh yeah, that game. I vaguely remember Noria. I remember I didn't enjoy it that much. Hoping it was like... Oh, some golden thing. We've had much better things since. Yeah, I wonder, like, YouTube needs to send some kind of play button for 1,000 playthroughs, right? I think it's something like, I can't remember now, it's like 6.7 million views. It's weird, isn't it? How could it be that many? Right. Just thinking those contracts will give me currency to go and do a load of stuff. Just get there then. Bohemia. Get a time. Everything with 3. Oh, do a card. Everything with 3 gets a cube on it. That's you. And you. Oh, and also Dutch Republic. And then you are filling in coal, iron, muskets, copper, iron, saltpeter. There's still a bit on the supply card, but I have rinsed it a lot there. And so you're going to get yourself a 4, a 5, and a 6. So we could have a little thing going in Danzig now. Again, it's more coal and iron that you want. We can get iron from going to Newfoundland for this. All right, there's Newfoundland 8. That's going to disappear, though. Something's going to get put on top of that in a bit. Then we've got these from Denmark and Russia. They're not going to be so good. So the new round, we probably want to sell them then. Because there's a bonus for Danzig that I think I'll buy for 4. We do like copper as well. Are you going to keep those? If it's where I can get saltpeter, which even if I just want to keep to the Bohemians, that's all right. Oh, there's one for Bohemia. Do you want 2 things? Denmark. I'm going to Denmark getting... Oh, Denmark's a far away one. I don't usually go there. But that's the 3 contracts. If you want 3s, they're cheaper. If you want to keep hold of all the Bohemias, maybe we get rid of the saltpeter element to it. It's only getting me like 4 a time, isn't it? Though you're just on about going there more. Would this be 14? 1,000 play those golden Marty statue. That'd be good. Make them out of gold instead of glass. Various shirts are still available for the time being. I don't know how much longer they're going to be about. Hey Alan, how's it going? Thank you. So definitely get rid of this, right? It's just what you spend it on because you don't get change. So the 5 and the 3, if you want to sell this other Danzig one, buy me a building and then refresh all of these. Yeah, having 7 weapons, maybe we can do that. You can just about see that building. So when you buy a building, you refresh the buildings, a point for every clothes cube, but you also completely refresh the bonus display. And that's only in solo again. So there's another Bohemia there. It's the only one that costs 3 though. Are you gonna buy it with a 6 contract? Probably not. Okay, leave the buying for now then. So we've only got 1 livestock, so we're not going to be going to Newfoundland. We could maybe build up... Oh, that's a nice 7 contract. You're not going to be able to get this Newfoundland 8. It's going to be something else. But we could pick this one up. Wine and calf skin that I don't usually go and get for Russia. We're going to have to get coal in the future to keep going to Bohemia. Could see what was coming out. Yeah, I just want a livestock, really. But we should try to build up something else as well. Like, maybe go to Danzig and get the bonus copper. So I don't want to just go there, really, and get the one livestock. But then you could deliver it. You'd get bonus other stuff. Maybe we could go to other things. Think about this ham from Danzig. Get all of this stuff from Russia. So I've only got stuff for ham at the moment. I think I'm going to put 4 on ham. And we'll put 2 on fish oil. Maybe it'll matter for clothes. No time is needed. Card gets added. 6 different food to Bohemia. I can't fulfill... Oh, that's the top 8, though. 9s are coming in next. So that's going to stay there. Ooh. 6 different food. That's going to be really tough. What are you thinking about that? Well, we've got citrus fruit and spice are 2 different. You got to get it first. And the way of getting it is to do this. 7 here. Have I added stuff? I don't think I have, ever. So maybe if we grab these plums and wine first. That's 2 foods. I'd like it to have more on it. 6 identical weapons to Bohemia. And that will add you and you and you. So there is a bonus available for Bohemia as well, but it only costs 3. So they only make 1, the vegetables. But I can have an extra off the supply tile. Okay, Spain next. Pay a good. We'll split it that way. Put a card out. Hamburg. And then France gets 1. And England gets 1. And that's it. Then we can go to Danzig and grab all of this stuff. Get in a time. So I'm going to have it as 2 grain, 3 saltpeter, I think. And then you all get a cube. And then we can deliver the citrus fruit and ham to get an 8, which is the Bohemia 6 different foods. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, livestock is both 4, 5. I've got 6 different foods without using the supply tile even. Okay. And in Danzig we get 2 copper. Ah, they've all flattened at the bottom of the thing. Right. So now we've got to sell something. I don't think I want to do this Danzig again. You have got a bonus for Danzig. We might still come here to get stuff. That'd be only 13. What could I buy with that? So all these cost 20 odd. This costs 8. You could sell your shiny new Bohemia contract, but I don't want to. You only have to sell 1. You maybe buy like a 4 and a 3. You're probably not going to be going to Russia. Or Hamburg or anything. So I want the Bohemia one because we're going there a lot. And about what comes out. You probably got to buy one of these. It's in like one go. Where are you going to be going? Hamburg, probably. Get some saltpeter from Hamburg that I don't really need. At least France is citrus fruit. That could save you going somewhere else. Right. Top them up then. Dutch Republic getting your livestock. I'd love that. Okay. So we've come to Danzig. We've had all of that stuff. Do the card. Newfoundland 6 identical food. Okay. So to get Bohemia, we've got 6 different food. Need a coal. Need an iron. 2 iron. Got the muskets. Need a coal, need 2 iron. Oh, that's buying stuff at the start of the round, so I've done the card for this round then. Well, that was the card for last round. So if we go to England, fabric and coal. Coal isn't a category, but it is what we need. I think I might just pop 1 on the fabric, so that doesn't cost any time. It tops these up. We draw a card. Whoa, you want a load of things. A Spain combo isn't going, but I think Bohemia's already happened, isn't it? Way down in the pile, but it's too low. So we've got coal, and we need to go to Sweden as well. There's no bonuses for Sweden or anything, is there? There's getting a time, and then we can get copper and iron as bonuses. I'm gonna put them like that, and we get a cube out on Russia, and Danzig and Hamburg. Another card. We're running out of time here massively, but I think we're ready to go to Bohemia. I did get rid of one annoyingly. Now I've got saltpeter. I wish I'd kept that contract. So we'll go to Bohemia. I get a time. Everything with 3 cubes gets a cube on it. Reveal the... Oh, it will matter. Reveal the card. Any 10 weapons to the Dutch Republic. That's everything with 3, not many. So 6 different food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A coal and an iron. A musket, a copper and an iron. And we get a 5, 6 and a 9. France, Italy. Oh, that should be in a new 10 pile. Sweden contract. 3 ham, 2 saltpeter, and a musket. I just need to go over there and get the ham and stuff. That's kind of doable. I don't know if I want to give up on Bohemia. Oh, we get a fish oil for going to Bohemia as well. 2 fish oil. That's not the thing that these contracts want. 3 ham, 2 saltpeter, and a musket. I just need the ham. Oh, but that would just get you at 1 ham, wouldn't it? There's 1 here. I think if Sweden just pick up 1 thing, though. It's just then you get a 10 contract. If we're trying to get points here. Okay, in a new round. Michael Boss. Steve is a volunteer for all of this stuff. The Klingon subtitles would definitely have stopped. Probably. Like, not much longer if I'd had to keep doing them. So Steve has to constantly see me forgetting coins and things, and much bigger rules, but constant forgetting to take things or to change something around. So, we could go to Russia. We don't know what the 10's going to be, but we'll find out when we go to Russia. It'd be great if you could go there with 2 wine and 2 calf skin. 2 calf skin, easy. 2 wine. Well, you could do that afterwards. Yeah, but then you just only a 6 contract. We've got to sell stuff anyway. New round. So, we need to club together here. I think I kind of... Do we give up on Newfoundland? There's good bonuses for going there. But am I actually going to bother doing that again? I would get another contract for Newfoundland, and then maybe we give up on all the Bohemia stuff. What's Bohemia? 17. Money to Bohemia. Sell them. I'm giving up on the combo. 17, 22 with France. A point for every clothes. Suddenly this feels like a horrible idea. I've got 4 right there. Got all this calf skin we can pick up. So you're going to make it worth more than 12. We'll have to. Right, so. We wanted ham. We also wanted livestock and to go to Newfoundland. Go to Russia. And that's another fish oil for the clothes. That gets 1 thing there, 1 thing there. New card. 5 different food and 3 different cloth to Sweden. And we can get that. We can pick that contract up by fulfilling now. Gain a time for going to Sweden. 3 ham. 1, 2, 3. 2 saltpeter. No problem. Muskets. No problem. Pick up the thing in Sweden. What do I want it to be? Don't really know. I get that Sweden contract. So that's come out at a good time. Don't need to sell anything yet. Oh, put your cubes out. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. Oh, yeah. New building. Thank you. 5 points for at least 7 clothes, which, if I'm going for a point for every clothes cube, that's a nice one. Just making that ham build up again to go to Sweden another time is going to be rough. And could perhaps have been a mistake. So a 5 different food again. 3 different clothes will be probably no problem. So not a lot boosts Russia up. Weapons would have been a good one, really. Any 10 weapons. Oh yeah, the bonus card display. I have to do that, don't I? I bought a building. We have to refresh that. Plus 2 vegetables from Sweden. That would be alright. It would help fuel the food thing a bit. So, if we head to the Dutch Republic, that will gain me a time. Time's running out, though. Like, trying to do this contract, we've got 3 cards here. Maybe 10's as good as we're getting. Can I, this turn, next turn, turn after, complete that and get the 14-point card? This is going to be 1 food, but a lot of clothes cubes too. 2 different. 4 different. And then the citrus can be 1. 3 different clothes. Fish oil, fabric, calf skin. I think we can do it. Right, so I've had my time, I think. So we're going to say 1 vegetables, because I don't need excess vegetables. And the rest can be calf skin. And then you get a cube, you get a cube, and you get a cube. Card comes out. Any 10 weapons to France? Would have been more doable, I think. I haven't got anything for the Dutch Republic. I've kind of gone crazy on bonus cards that haven't really paid off. Then we want plums and wine, because that's 2 different foods. Could probably come there first, actually. Yeah, if I'd come there first, they would have less cubes on. But would have put an extra one there. And that would have been there. But then, yeah, if I swap the way around, some take back, I could have had an extra calf skin for scoring at the end. Because I don't need the extra plum or wine. New card comes out. Just 12 different things to Hamburg. This isn't out yet. This is face down. And now you think you've got the stuff. I haven't got this stuff, but I'm only trying to do this one, I think. So Sweden, 5 different food. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be citrus fruit. 5. Just thinking, do I want to sell any contracts? But I don't think I do to get buildings. I don't think I do want to do that. You can be a calf skin. 3 different clothes. Fabric, calf skin, fish oil. That completes that. And after we travelled, this came available. We get the Peace of Westphalia. So put something that's lower value out here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you've done very well here. You've forgotten about the weapons. Have 7 weapons. I mean, I got the Peace of Westphalia, which normally I don't get. So points are, like, I think it's like 50 to be considered like a win. 55, is it? Yeah, 55 for beginners, 60 for experienced, 80 for uber Merkators. So I've got, these are all the points that they're worth. So I've got 29, 35, 45. These are half of the points, so 48. I got, because coal doesn't count, should maybe have had it as fabric if I'd had the choice earlier. Maybe it was a bonus. I think I went to France. I should have 2 citrus fruit, but that doesn't matter. No, I don't think you're missing any extras. You went to Sweden at the end, which you don't have a bonus card for. So what am I on? 20, 35, 45, 48. That gets me nothing. It's just for clothes cubes. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So 1 off, like the intermediate thing, basically like a beginner Merkator. Oh, yeah, it fell apart. Bought too many of these. Probably didn't even like use 1 or 2 of them at all. I never went to Italy. Just kind of wanting to make use of the contracts because you don't have any money in the solo game. You've got to use the contracts and sell them for that stuff. But still, I think that went reasonably well. We had like a decent engine going to Bohemia at some point that then just got completely torn apart for whatever else had just come out. But that's the way things go sometimes, isn't it? Yeah, the buildings were quite expensive that were out there. Like there's a lot of different types here. So like you want to diversify like for every type of good in there. Like half a point for every cube in both depots. Like these are depots. These two on the end. These are all storage. These are ones of depots. Like 5 points if you travel in your last turn to Hamburg. Good if you've got the things for it. 2 points for every building card. But it's how you've managed to build them up. Because there's a money limit in the multiplayer game. You can only have 15 money, but you can sell your contracts for coins. So you can kind of build up in that way because you're forced to sell them down. But it's nice having that restriction that like you're in control of this stuff. Nobody's going to take the cubes away from you. But you've got to be on the ball when it comes to actually buying the stuff. I think, yeah, splurged too much on bonus cards, not enough on buildings, and kind of forgot about Peel Tower. But I did. I was kind of had my heart set on getting that piece of Westphalia card when I saw that it was possible. But there we go. That is Mercator then. And on the one hand, I'm showing you a game that is like unavailable and maybe won't come back into print. But hopefully it will. Maybe this playthrough will be the thing that changes everyone's minds. I don't know about that. But yeah, that is Mercator. One of my favourite Uwe Rosenberg games. One of the things that I've kept. Because like I've got a lot of Uwe's, but I haven't got room to keep them all. I've had to be very brutal with all of my choices of things, but Mercator's sticking around. Thanks, Andre. So everybody, what is coming up? Very soon, as in tomorrow, I think, there will be on Patreon playthroughs of Spoked, which is a velodrome bike racing game with these puzzly, like, there's a rondelle of coloured sticks that you take out and you swap one that's on the board and you can move along as far as you can along one colour of track. It's a really cool racing system, and I've done a playthrough of the normal game and then the one I'm most excited about, the two-player, two-bike variant. So it's 2 playthroughs going up early on there. And then we have a playthrough of Point Galaxy, which is coming up soon on Kickstarter. That'll be coming up on the channel very soon as well. And then on Sunday on Patreon, Iridia begins. It will start on the channel later on. It can support me in ways. Patreon, Ko-fi. I'd like to congratulate me on 1,000 playthroughs. Let's make it 1,000 more. But yeah, Iridia is going up early on there, and it's a big bumper episode because we go through the whole tutorial quick start thing. So I think it's over an hour, the first episode of it. And there's going to be more. Rach and I have continued playing. I don't know how many more, because yeah, there's a baby at some point, and I don't know that we can get Iridia done by then. In fact, I'm almost certain we can't. But we'll give it a good go. We're really enjoying it. So yeah, there's loads of stuff coming up. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully joining you for 2000 at some point. Have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.